Well, hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the show. Welcome to our Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Before we get started, got a few announcements to make. For those of you who are waiting for the last minute to get your Mother's Day present, my AC just kicked on, so I got to speak a little bit louder. For those of you who have not got your Mother's Day present yet? Yeah, what are y'all doing? No wasting time. So let me go ahead and get set up everything. For those of you who are watching on Facebook, welcome in. Friday is one of those busy times that I have. I'm still in the process of cleaning my apartment, so yeah. And I got about 2 weeks before, yeah. So yeah, so this might be a short show. It depends if anybody wants to come in and talk to me about some stuff. Um, just making sure everybody's here. It's supposed to be here. The link is up. If you want to come in and talk about your movie collection, your home theater, your music collection, all kinds of collections. Favorite stuff we're going to talk about. But first and foremost, we got to talk about some video games of all times during the 80s. I put up that subject on the Cruise channel. What are your top video games of the 80s, you might say? Now, where we get started here for saying playing video games, I played video games since in the 70s. Yes, I was one of those guys, old school, have my quarters, have my lunch money, don't eat lunch. They had addicted to video games. Yes, I was one of those guys that played Pac-Man, Mystical Man, Donkey Kong, Asteroids. But my favorite game of choice is pinball machines. Yes, I was putting the quarter in. You play five balls, the pinball machine. Now it's like three. Now you got to pay like 50 cents. But yes, I was one of those guys that spent most of the afternoon at the arcade playing video games. So yeah, so Asteroids, Mystical Man, Galaga, Galactica, all those wonderful video games that I like to play, and hopefully they'll have some on the cruise on the Convo Jubilee. So yes, let's get started with some reviews of some stuff I've been talking about. Let me gotta get these in order. All right. Now I know you guys have movies and you also have sequels to movies. I'm basically gonna talk about the sequels of the first movies that came out. And the first one I want to talk about is probably one of the best sequels of all time. Another 48 Hours. Another 48 Hours with Dick Novi and Eddie Murphy. I like 48 Hours, and I like another 48 Hours a little bit better. Eddie Murphy was doing, I think he did Delirious. After he did 48 Hours, and then I can't wait for another 48 Hours to come out. This is a collector's edition. This is the widescreen version. No, just regular DVD, no Blu-ray. And I had to get. I ripped this one to my collection. This is a good one. This is a good sequel to have. Now this next movie I have. This next movie, there's no sequel. There'll never be a sequel ever again. But Princess Purple Rain. Now, Purple Rain back in the 80s was popular, especially in my school. We loved Prince. Morris Day and the Time. F-106. Great movie, great soundtrack. I had the song, I had the CDs. I have this in my collection as a cassette tape. Yes, I had that. That's the first one I got. A real good one I kept over the years. It's in my store somewhere. But Purple Rain, if you don't have this in your collection, I don't even want to talk to you. All right, so this next one, I love this movie because this is one of those movies that it will never happen again in history. Harlem Nights, one of the best gangster movies of all time because you have one of the greatest comedians of all time. You have Eddie Murphy. You have Rich. Oh, let's see here. Yes, you have Eddie Murphy. You have Richard Pryor. You had Red Fox. You have Arsenio Hall. You have Del Reese. You'll never have any kind of movie like that with those legends ever again. Harlem Nights is a great movie. I love the movie, and I have that. I put this one on my collection. Beautiful. I like the 20s and 30s. I like that kind of era, kind of good music, big bands. Yeah, this is a great movie. Got to have in your collection. All right, let me move around. Okay, so okay. Now these two, first and foremost, yeah. Enough said. This is the summer blockbuster. This is the movie that scared the living crap out of me because this is when I went to first see it was at the movie theater. And yes, this is Jaws. Now Jaws is one of those movies you say, yes, I remember it when I was a kid because when you're a kid, you thought no one could scare me. Nothing could scare me. I sat at the front row. And during the middle of the movie, when graphics went to go check that hole of that boat, and that thing came out, from the front row to the back row, yes. This movie scared the living daylights out of me, and the one reason it did scare me half to death. At the time this movie came out, we were living in Florida. Our house was probably a quarter mile away from the beach. We used to go to the beach all the time. And we had to walk or row our bikes from our house to the base theater. In those days, yes, in the movie theater on a military base, you stand for the national anthem. Now, that's another subject. But yes, every movie, I think you still do it. When you watch a movie, they play the national anthem. It's all good to go. On the way back from watching this movie, we are going right home on the bike, and we're right next to the ocean. You hear the waves, and I swear I heard the theme song. And yes, I didn't go to the beach for a long time after this. After this movie, it's been a long time since I've been to the ocean. Now that was the good movie with Steven Spielberg. That is I think it's his third. He made a movie before that. It was called Duel with the truck and the guy trying to go to a convention, and the truck driver was messing with him. That's a great movie. Duel, you need to get that in your collection. Absolutely. Now, let's see here. Now, I really like sequels. It depends what kind of a sequel to the movie. This, Jaws 2, best sequel. One of the best sequels I like in my collection. Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss was not on this one. Roy Scheider is the man with the plan. He always, if you watch the first one, you thought it could get better. This one, when he was being the actor of all time, great movie. Um, Great sequel. Let's see what else. Want to check if anybody's on the chat? Probably nobody. Um, guess who's on here? Nightbot T. Double check here. Yes. So the movie collection. A lot of people don't want to talk about that on the cruise channel, but yes. So we're gonna talk about some movies here. Give me a second. I'm gonna switch. Okay, we got 174. Thank you guys for 174 subscribers. We're going to hit 175 by the end of the weekend. Thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate that. Yes, so we got that going on. We got one person watching. But thank you, person. Thank you for the person who's watching. Other my co-hosts are not here. I guess they're busy. But these are the good movies I got. Now, this last movie I got last week, incredible movie. Now the sequel, it's average. It's like the first one, but I have a tough decision to make. Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick. Tom Cruise should have been nominated for Best Actor. Top Gun Maverick should have won for Best Picture. This one saved the movie industry when COVID was going on. He didn't win it. He should have won it, but he did not win it. This is a great movie, great sequel. If you like the first one, I saw the first one in the movie theater. Great movie. Top Gun Maverick. Now, there's a couple more movies that are coming out that I want to get. I want to get John Wick #4 is coming out pretty soon, so I'm going to pre-order that this weekend. It depends on what's going on. John Wick is the latest one I want to get. I have some other movies I want to talk about real quickly. For this weekend, Saturday Night Fever, great movie, great soundtrack. John Travolta as his best on that one. Saturday Night Fever is one of the best ones. There's an old 70s movie that I have in my collection. It's called Thank God It's Friday. It's based on the 1970 disco era. Donna Summer was on it, and the Commodores were on it. Great soundtrack. Bringing back to the 70s, the polyester, the afros, and disco. Yes, disco, and disco. Some other movies I got to mention. Star Wars. I like the first three. I love the rephrase that. I love the first three. Star Wars: The New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. I love those movies. The second three, I like those second three because of Natalie Portman. Huge crush on her. The last three, I have my doubts. It should have been the first six. I love the last three. I don't know. Star Wars, great movie, great. George Lucas is the genius when he came for the first three. It's one of those. Did the second three, and then he didn't have a lot of control of the second three. He did the first three of them. So, but yeah, like I said, there's two people on here. Thank you guys for coming in. Two people in the chat watching me. Hello. I saw that video, the 15 seconds. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for making that for me. Let me go ahead and see if I can play it. I probably can't play it. Yeah. So, anyways, it's Friday. It's the weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend. There are not a lot of movies for mothers, I know, but yeah. What else is going on in the? Let's go and read some news about the gaming industry. Give me just a second. Uh, yes, we're doing this live, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see here. We're doing this live just about some time. Uh, uh, okay, now I'm gonna do this one. Let's see here. Search facts. Okay, so I'm reading this article in starfacts.com. It says the most underrated movies of the 80s. So we're going to read. Okay, number 5. Never saw this movie. The Boy Who Could Fly. I've not seen that movie, so I don't know anything about it. Like, well, there's not a lot of movies I didn't see. Under the Rainbow. Okay, this is probably a list that nobody has seen. Let's see, cartoons. See, yeah. Uh, now I've seen this one. I think. The Legend of Billie Jean. It's a 1980 film, 1985 film about a young woman named Billie Jean who stands up against injustice after her brother was assaulted. Uh, so yeah, that's one of the movies I have not seen. I think I've seen it before. Mhm. So a lot of people talk about that. Yeah. All right. So basically, yeah. There's a lot of movies that the 80s were one of the greatest movie genres, decades in history. So many movies. I can't. Just Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Top Gun, all kinds of good movies. The Breakfast Club. Yeah, so let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Best gaming news. All right. All right. Okay, so yeah. Game rant. Okay, we're gonna go here. We're gonna look at the gaming rant situation. And by the way, Starfield will be coming out in September. I cannot wait for that game to come out. Um, let's see here. Okay, so now I got the 2023 video game release date calendar. Let's go here. I'm buying time because let's see here. If we can get this thing to work. All right, let's see here. No. Nope. Zelda, Starfield. I cannot wait for Need for Speed Outbound. I gonna get that. I have not played it yet. I heard a lot of stories about that. Um, Especially, well, now here's the thing about Halo Intimate Season 3. I did not like that. They need to, I'm telling you, the latest Halo games, this one, the last one they made, they don't have assassination on it. They need to put that on there. That's why I've been playing the Master Chief Collection and Halo 5 because the assassination is pretty cool. So I'm just checking out some stuff. Not a lot of news coming out on the gaming industry. Well, basically, here's the thing about the E3 got canceled. It got canceled in June. Well, June is supposed to be E3. It's been canceled for too many reasons. Microsoft will be doing an event. I think PlayStation. I hate that word. PlayStation coming out with an event. Microsoft will be coming up, and then Nintendo. I don't even want to talk about Nintendo. Nintendo and PlayStation. Don't want to talk about that, but yeah, I know I'm losing a lot of things in here. I don't have a lot of support, but yeah, I am going to keep on going on. So to sum it up real quickly, uh, Mother's Day weekend, make sure you take care of your mom. My mom is up in heaven. Happy Mother's Day tomorrow, Mom. Don't forget the top reviews of the movies. Top Gun Maverick, Jaws 2, Purple Rain. I'll be watching Purple Rain this weekend. One of my favorite movies. But yeah, so what's going on happen next week? There'll be more cleaning up and transferring my living room to game PC. I'll be updating my Windows 7 computer to Windows 10. I hope I don't have to put no money on it. There has to be a way. I think I got software for that. But yeah. So if you're watching it on replay, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. If you have not liked and subscribed, thank you guys for that. And we're gonna get out of here for just a second. It's been a long morning so far. I got cleaning to do. I'm gonna go ahead and do that since it's not a lot of people on today. And for those of you who are watching this, thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a great and safe